Okay, so you've got everything set for today. Clint Eastwood, when's he calling? In an hour. Okay, that gives you plenty of time to get ready. No, we're not going to do my favorite boxers episode. That's never going to happen. No, we're not doing Victoria's Secret either. Nobody's going to call me back. Nobody's going to call you back. And even if they did, we'd never be able to go see anybody, especially not the models. That's not going to happen. Look, just get Mr. Eastwood on the phone, set up the interview. Between now and then, go grab me a latte. I like lots of sugar in it. You know how I take it. Just go get me a latte, come on back, and I'll be finished up here and we'll do the phone interview, okay? Can you do that? Hey YouTube, TC McCarthy. I was too lazy to set up the studio, so coming to you from my office for the first time. Wow, what a treat. Actually, we do have a treat today. It's going to be an interesting episode, nothing as heavy as the ones I've done in the past. We're going to cover the 10 best reasons, or the top 10 reasons to quit chewing tobacco. You might be asking, why do we care? I live in the Deep South, and down here, chewing tobacco is unfortunately pretty common. Have I ever done chewing tobacco? Yeah, I did it. I was addicted to this stuff for a number of years. I gotta tell you, I got hooked right away. I had trouble stopping. We'll get to that at the end, but it's just a bad scene. Some people I've heard say nicotine is worse than heroin. I've never done heroin, but I believe it. Look, let's just get this out of the way up front. It's gross. It's really gross. But at the same time, there's this feeling that chewing tobacco gives you that just, as soon as you put one in, it's like smoking 5 cigarettes, 10 cigarettes at once. It's pretty nice. Especially if you're, in your 30s or 40s and you need a little relief of stress. You put a dip in, that's what they call it, dipping, and boom, you're just totally relaxed. Of course, after a couple of months, that the amount that you need increases and increases, and then finally it stops working entirely, and all of a sudden you're dipping just to keep up a habit, and you're not getting the effect, and it stinks, and you want to quit, but you can't. So don't go there. Here are the top 10 reasons for quitting chewing tobacco. Oh, wait, you got him. Sorry. He's on the phone now. Well, yeah, give it to me. This is Clint Eastwood. Yeah, unfortunately, the audio right now isn't going. I can see on the monitor, but just give us a second, and Leonard, my assistant's going to get it all ramped up. Okay, so you played a character in The Outlaw Josie Wales, one of my favorite movies ever. It's the best. If you haven't seen it, go see it. And that character chewed tobacco, and you seem to be able to spit on a bug like 10 feet away. Do you have any advice for people who are trying to quit chewing tobacco?
Now remember, when things look bad, and it looks like you're not going to make it, then you got to get mean. I mean plumb mad dog mean. Because if you lose your head and you give up, then you neither live nor win. That's just the way it is.
Interesting advice. What happens if people can't quit? I mean, if they feel like they fail every time and it's useless. I mean, they don't even care about the threat of dying from cancer.
Dying ain't much of a living, boy.
Yeah, but come on, you must have some advice for fellows who don't get it, I was one of those guys. Fellows who just don't grasp the risk associated with chewing tobacco.
Hell with them fellas. Buzzards gotta eat, same as worms.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It sounds also like you have an orchestra playing in the background, but oh well. Let me try something else. I have a lot of friends, particularly from Kansas, and they chew a lot of tobacco out there. I'm sure you realize that. I don't know if you filmed any of your movies in Kansas, but I'm guessing you have. What is it about that area that makes chewing tobacco especially popular?
Yeah. Well, I always heard there were 3 kinds of suns in Kansas. Sunshine, sunflowers, sons of bitches.
And they said a man could get rich on reward money if he could kill you.
Chief Dan George? You're here too? I thought Chief Dan George was dead. For all you, hold on one second, Mr. Eastwood and Mr. George. For all you millennials out there, Chief Dan George was a really famous actor and also an Indian, a Native American, and I think he was actually nominated for an Academy Award. He played Lone Waddy in The Outlaw Josie Wales. Again, you got to see that movie. He also died in the 1980s, so somehow he's come back to life. So I don't know, it might be some sort of thing that, it's because he's an Indian.
I'm an Indian, all right. But here in the nation, they call us the civilized tribe. They call us civilized because we're easy to
Hey,
sneak
hey,
up
listen,
on.
guys, don't fight, please. Come on, I'm trying to do this interview. Don't
My
fight.
men have been sneaking up on us for years.
Well, you're gonna pull those pistols and whistle Dixie.
Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and do the top 10 reasons to quit chewing tobacco. Number 10, you won't get mouth cancer. What a bonus. Number 9, your teeth won't turn brown. Too late for me. I've tried bleaching and everything else, but my teeth aren't yellow that badly, but it definitely affected them. Number 8, girls might actually want to kiss you. Have you ever tried to kiss a girl with a big dip in your mouth? You can't. Even if you did, they'd throw up. Let me demonstrate. I have here dip simulant. It's actually ground coffee, but it's pretty close to what I used to dip Copenhagen, which is a really fine ground tobacco. It's absolutely disgusting. So here's how you put one in. Watch this. Come on, baby. Give me a kiss. I gotta spit this out. Come on, baby. Give me a kiss. Okay, now I'm gonna have coffee in my mouth for the rest of this video. Number 7, you'll save money. And that's actually a big one. I saved a lot of money when I stopped dipping. I was paying about $3.50 a tin for Copenhagen. I started out with maybe 1 tin a week, but by the end of it I was up to maybe 1.5 tins a day. So that grew pretty quickly. $37 a week more or less, and about close to $2,000 a year just on tobacco. Number 7, hey, you will definitely sleep better. Look, nicotine's a stimulant. It keeps you up. It kept me up all the time. How do you think I wrote all those books in the space of 1 year? I was dipping the whole time. I was hardly sleeping. Might also explain why the characters were so weird. Number 7, your spouse/girlfriend won't look at a bottle that you've been spitting in and mistake it for Coca-Cola or iced tea and try and take a swig. Number 4, you won't take a sip from a spit bottle that you think is your Diet Coke and wind up puking all over yourself. Number 3, you won't look like Bubba from Forrest Gump anymore. I mean, when you walk around with one of those big wads in your lip, it just looks stupid. You look really stupid. It's like that. Number 2, you won't get any of those gross sore spots on your cheek and on your gums. I mean, those are miserable. But, and then you have to dip on top of that. You have to shove tobacco on top of that sore spot. And it's just bad. And number 1, because it's totally disgusting. I said this up front. I mean, it's absolutely gross. You shove it in your mouth, you spit all day into a bottle in public, and then what do you do with all that spit? Well, throw it away, whatever. It's just gross. All right, so that's it for today. A short one. I'm tired. I had a long week. Hope if you're addicted to this stuff and you're trying to quit, good luck. I wound up having success with the patch, but it took me 3 or 4 tries to quit. Click the subscribe button somewhere down here. Please, it matters if you subscribe or like, so definitely do it. I'll make videos every week, at least 1 a week. There will be something posted every Monday, sometimes more often than not that, maybe 2-3 times a week I'll put videos up. So just stay tuned. Keep checking back. Thanks for watching. Dude, that is gross. That's not a latte, that's like black coffee. I asked you for a frickin' latte. Can you not?